Out of all the 1,500 or so videos we've done on this YouTube channel, today is not an ideal for riding any type of bikes, except for this one, guys. Let me show you. We are here at yet another cyclocross race. Maddie's bike is all grassed up, and we got a newcomer, a first-timer, Mr. Vinny Menino.
We're getting involved.
Are you excited about this today?
I am. You know
What's going through your mind, like, leading into this?
It's the same feelings of racing BMX.
Really?
Like, you don't know what the day is going to bring, and you're just going to hope for the best and hope you're prepared.
So you did your test run around it. How did that feel?
It did. It's definitely different than any other type of riding we've done in the past. But it feels good. I think it's just having control, staying on the bike, and not riding outside your pace.
What do you think the hardest part about this race today is going to be for you?
You feel like you're going to want to go as fast as possible, but I don't think offense is going to be the play the whole race. I think you got to play some defense and just know when to set up for the right spots and just make sure you're on the game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Show you guys Vinny's bike. This is Matty's old bike. When I say old, he barely even rode it before. He ended up going to the other one. But I love this bike. Just a reminder, this is Matty's bike right here. This is the magnesium bike that he's got. He loves this bike so much. And how do you feel going into this today?
I'm excited. This feels way better than the last race. Last race was freezing cold. Every single corner was as muddy as could be, and it was like so hard to pedal through everything. Like everything you did, you were just like working to get through it. It was terrible. But this
so you're gonna say this one's not gonna be as hard to pedal through?
Not as hard to get around the corners. Like you're not gonna sit there and feel like you're not moving in the corners, which is nice. It's a lot of fluffy grass and it's wet grass, so like all the straightaways are gonna feel pretty slow. I don't think it's gonna be the fastest pace race, but there is some wide open sections where you might catch too much speed and the course is not going to cooperate with you.
Yeah. So the first race today is going to be Matty because you're doing the first timers, right?
That's right. I am a first timer, Scott.
Yes, you are.
So you don't know what you don't know. So I looked at the different signups. I know Matty's class is a combined class, and it's what he raced last time plus one group higher. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather just kind of start at the bottom and work my way up, and this will be a test event.
But what's the difference between Matty's and your race?
His is what's called a category 4 and 5. So the lower the number, the more talented the bike rider. Being my first event, I decided to do what they call the first timer. I don't know if it's the right class, but we're going to start somewhere and learn from here.
How long is yours?
30 minutes. So my race is 10 minutes shorter than Matty's. I think it's just to get a feel and just make sure, like, they sent out instructions of like, hey, here's things to be mindful of. Don't go at things too aggressive. Like, just take your time, ease your way into it, and just have fun.
Cool.
So we'll see what happens.
So then for yours, it's going to be 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
And
they sent me an email and they said, go as fast as possible. Don't press the brakes. Pedal through the corners. Pedal down the straightaways. Slide to victory if you have to.
So if that's the case, I mean, what are you going into this? Like, are you going to...
I'm going down swinging.
Are you?
Yeah, I will cross the line out of breath. I'll be holding my breath. I'll be blue if I have to.
But you go first, technically, right?
Yeah.
Before Vinny, right?
How many? 50? My group?
50 people?
53 is what I saw yesterday.
53 signed up, and that's all in my group this time. So my last time I only had 8 people in my group, or 9 people in my group. I have 53 people in my race.
That's pretty crazy.
It's going to be hectic.
Well, I guess it's kind of cool you get to see Matty start first, right?
That's what I was hoping for, is seeing their group go first, see what works, what doesn't work, and just learn.
It'll be a blast. It'll be fun.
So how much longer till you go?
15 minutes?
Probably something like that, yeah.
Do you have to do anything to get prepped up?
Just start moving. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Go ahead, get moving. So I'm going to be doing this one just like we did the other one. I'm going to be filming the start of the race, and then what we're going to be doing is using the footage that Matty has on his chest, and he's going to narrate it for you guys again, because I really like the way that worked out. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. It's just cool to see a different version of bike riding, and this one looks pretty crazy. I just love it. It's like foggy, it's all gloomy, barely even see the course. I'm excited to see how this turns out. So this is what the start looks like. You can see Matty is all the way over there in the corner. He's in the front line, which is pretty sick.
All right, guys, welcome to my second ever cyclocross race. This was a Cat 4-5 race, and this one was a little bit of a harder group. Check me out. I made it to the front line. This is one of the most terrifying spots to be in. I was very, very anxious at this moment. My heart rate was already flying up, and I knew this is a make or break moment to either kind of lead the pack or fall back really fast. And of course, late start, right? The whistle goes off. The dude told me it was a 1-minute warning. Then he did a 30-second warning, and we measured 8 seconds later, the race begun. I was not ready at all. So I could have led this whole race, and check me out in about 15th place right now. This is just ridiculous. This dude was coming up so fast on the side of me. He started giving me some pressure, but I thought maybe I could use some BMX racing skills and elbow him out. That didn't work. I ran right into the barrier, had to unclip. Some dude's like, oh, this is how we're gonna start the race. I'm like, you're damn right, I'm coming back, baby. This is the moment. So now I'm kind of already like shaken up, and I'm just doing everything I can to get back into the race. The grass is like super soggy and just like thick grass, so it's very hard to pedal through. It's like a closed down golf course, so it was just tough. We didn't even hit any hills yet, and I was already burning up my legs. So now I'm trying to close the distance between me and the rest of the guys, and you can see how tight this is. Like all these turns, they're all like off camber, so they're kind of slanted, so you can't really hold a position. But check me out, cutting off a bunch of people in the corner. I had to do what I had to do, and this is one of my favorite moments of the race right here, because one dude's running on the side of me, one dude's trying to ride it, and I used my BMX skills to my advantage to get in between both of them. So I was pretty excited about that. But now we're gonna speed it up, because this is where I actually took off. I wasn't actually going this speed, but I was going fast, I promise. So you can see how fast I'm going, and I am coming through all this like bumpy section. It was such a mess. I had these mounds all over the place, and I'm slowly making my way back up into the pack. I'm probably around 10th place right now, I'd say, something pretty close to that. But it was, you can see the golf course on the ground. That was kind of fun to ride on because it was faster than the rest of the course. But by now, I'm only like 2 minutes into the race, or probably less than that, and I'm already at 180 beats per minute. So my heart rate is already at its peak. I'm burning up. It was really fast. It was tough. And this course is like a very wide open course, a lot of like downhill and uphill stuff, which I liked a lot better because you don't have to slide around the mud in the turns or anything. I was just able to control myself a little bit better. And oh, that's me fixing the GoPro like every 3 seconds because I couldn't get it in the right position for you guys. It was just all over the place. It kept falling. That was my fault. I didn't set it up properly, but this hill hurt a lot. So this one goes all the way up to this top part where it's an off camber kind of wall, and it's super muddy. And then as you come down this hill right here, you were on the brakes like the whole entire time, just sliding. There was just nothing you could do. Just because they set up the barriers pretty crazy, or the line pretty crazy, that you have to like skid in between them. So this part's actually just like a really tight corner, which was really difficult to handle because there's a little mound right after it that you have to crank up, and once it got muddier and muddier, you were just doing burnouts every single time. So that was a difficult spot in the course. I felt pretty good the whole race until I got into this back section, and it starts to eat you up. Slowly but surely, you just go up and down these grassy, just like super spongy hills, and I had nothing left. I was trying to stand up and pedal, I was trying to sit down and pedal, whatever I could do, and I just felt like I was getting nowhere. So it actually got kind of aggravating, but I knew that, listen, Matt, you have 5 laps to give it everything you got, and you likely won't die, so you might as well keep pedaling. So, super technical spot where it's all these berms. I actually felt like I did really well in that area each time, and I passed a couple people later on. But I could see the guy ahead of me, and I was chasing him down for a while. And having someone ahead of you is something I actually enjoy because it's easier to chase someone down than it is to run away from someone. So you could see, I started making progress on him. I started doing what I had to do to catch up to this dude, but I was already breathing so heavy that like this ending section right here was, I could see fire in my eyes. Literally, it was like all I wanted to do was rip my shirt off. And it sounds super weird, but that's exactly what I want to do at this moment right now. And here we go, the final hill climb of the lap. So right here, I was completely out of breath. I had nothing left. I could feel my legs just filling up with that lactic acid, and it was so difficult. But I could see Vin and Scott right there.
Looking good, Matt. Looking good. You're top 5 right now. Keep it going.
It was kind of cool having my corner marshals, Scott and Vin, in the corner letting me know everything that's going on. Every time they're like, you're in this position. I'm like, that's awesome to hear. But it's really hard to tell where you're at on the course because you're just going. You're not thinking about what position you're in. You're just thinking of how tired you are and how much more you have to go. So that was only 1 lap, and I was already burnt out. But in the beginning of the course right here, all these off-camera turns and everything, I felt like I was able to do the best against a lot of other people just because I felt like it kind of incorporated the whole BMX side of things. So right here, I finally made the pass on this dude with the cool tires that I really like. And that was a big moment. Right now, I was like, I am the man. Like, Matt, you're flying. Lay it down. Come on. My head's going down. I'm pedaling all hard. And I'm like, this is the long straightaway. Go, go, go. So here is the moment. It looks so bad on the GoPro. And I can tell you what happened, but it doesn't even look real what just happened on here. It was so embarrassing. And the only one who saw it is the guy who I just worked so hard to pass. And he did not even look at me. Did not care. I'm cut up. My knees hurt right now. It was, this is so embarrassing to watch. Everyone's gonna rip me apart for this. I know they are. Literally, in this moment, I'm in pain. I'm bleeding. I can't breathe. And I have a GoPro in my hand, so I can no longer hold onto the bike. So I'm actually trying to shove a GoPro into my back pocket, but I can't bend to do it. So here's the slow motion. I had my head down right now. I had my head down, giving it 3 good cranks to get some power, and as soon as I look up, the line is going across the thing. I realize I have to make a right turn, so I locked up both brakes and skid under the thing. I didn't damage the right side of my body at all, but the inside of my knee was on fire. Literally swelled up so bad that once I started pedaling, I thought about actually giving up for a second because my knee hurt so bad. So the truth is, you guys aren't gonna see the rest of my race from my point of view anymore, and the only updates you're gonna get are through Scotty and Vinny filming over by the finish line.
So since our whole game plan of Matty narrating has fallen through since the camera fell off, I figured I'll just sit here and give you guys a live update every single lap when Matty comes around. We got some good news, guys. We are currently 25 minutes, 40 seconds into a 40-minute race.
Go, Matt.
Matty is back into 5th place. You're top 5, dude. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Man, that guy in front of him looks like a weapon.
What's amazing is they have another 15 minutes on their race. Yeah. I'm so happy I didn't do their class today.
Yeah, you're on the verge of being done right now, right? You got 5 minutes
I would be
left.
coming into the home stretch, but yeah, there's some talented riders out there right now.
There is.
I'm happy to start in the class that I started with today. So, one more, dude.
Good news, Matt. You're in 4th place. This is your final lap.
Get it?
I don't know if he was happy to hear that or not, guys.
No. Didn't seem it.
It didn't seem it.
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Doing good though.
Wow. Speaking of doing good, you better get pedaling up this hill or something, getting loose up right now.
I feel like I have one shot to get up this hill. I'm only doing it once.
I hear you. Good thinking. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Does it suck? That'll
You got it, Matt.
Oh, man. I can't wait to go interview him.
Solid 4th?
I want to say 4th. It's hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that were in between 3rd and 4th, but
I think look, top 5 in a class like this.
Yeah,
that's real.
It's amazing,
that's
man.
Awesome.
All right, let's go talk to him. Oh, the 4th place finisher.
Yeah, you got some footage on that GoPro.
Well, some footage, not a lot of
Not a lot,
footage.
but there was more carnage in my last race in 1 lap.
Was there?
Blood too.
You have no idea.
Oh, he's bleeding, guys.
I felt you're gonna laugh. You're gonna look at the footage and be like, you're an idiot.
Really?
So I skid and do a friggin' 10-foot skid on my side under the thing.
So you went the wrong way, technically?
Yeah, and the dude who I just passed, like put in all this effort to pass, just like looks at me and just rides right up the hill. I'm like, I look down, GoPro's on the ground, my computer bent down and sideways.
Oh, no.
My bike starts going clank, 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 clank. I have no idea what's wrong with it.
Is it still
and
making
I
noise?
just get up, and my knee was swollen. Like, I'm starting to pedal, and I'm like, oh, I almost started tearing a little bit, and I'm like,
It was
trying
really
to pedal.
that bad?
Got 2 more people that passed me. I'm just like,
It was really that
I'm
bad.
like, cool, 3rd place, 4th place, 5th place. Oh, that's 6th place. Oh, you're in 7th place now.
Oh,
and then I had to
man.
suck it up the way through.
Are you happy with your performance?
I felt like I rode pretty well. I felt like I laid down the power how I could, and I gave it 100% effort, for sure.
I would say so.
This back session is going to eat you. Okay.
Back section?
It's
Is there any tight parts that you have to be careful for?
not the tight parts, but there's 4 hill climbs in a row.
Yeah.
And the first one, you're like, I'm the man. The second one's a little muddy. So you're going to start doing this burnout and this slow thing. The 3rd one, you're like, okay, I don't feel like going to the top. You're like, I'll give up here.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and then this final one, you start to see people and you get all excited. And that is the longest That is like a lap in itself right there.
Well, so I told Vin, I was like, that looks like the worst hill.
Yep. Well, you're gonna see it firsthand.
I know.
I would imagine that first lap, I'm gonna be like,
I'm so excited. Well, congrats, Matt. I think you did awesome. We are so impressed with you. And
thank you. That was way too much fun.
Crazy.
Way too much fun.
Next up is the first timers class with Vinny. We're gonna see how he does in this one. The biggest thing for Vinny in this is going to be endurance. The fact that Vinny doesn't train and he has to do a half an hour of climbing up grass hills is going to be the hardest part about
Eat quick, dude. It's gonna eat quick.
So that's the reason why Vinny didn't do the other one. But we're gonna get the start right now. This is gonna be pretty fun. And he's second now, guys. I miss every start so far except for this one. I will not miss this start. All right, here we go. It's official. Oh, Vinny he's solid. Oh, he's clipped in. Look at the guy in the inside line, though. You see the power? You see the power?
Good.
You see the power? Oh,
Look at Big Orange out front. Oh, Big Orange. Nice, Finn. Nice, Finn. That one dude was giving him the heat, though.
He was.
He's gonna
shot on the first time.
Vinny's got it, though.
Good job.
Wow.
Vinny's got the whole shot. We'll see how he does when he comes around the corner.
Good luck, Vin. Come on.
Is it harder than you thought?
Don't
said
look
yes.
back. Don't look back.
Yeah, you got this.
Let him pick himself apart. You got
Yeah,
this.
you got this, Vin.
770. You're
Keep
my guy.
consistent. What's Vinny feeling right now, honestly?
Pain and agony. And
Is it fun yet?
You feel like a fire is up to your neck on your whole entire
Really?
body.
Is that
You're just
bad?
like, you feel like this. You feel like you want to strip.
Really?
Not in like a weird way, but if I could have raced naked, I felt like that probably would be the proper thing. I know that he's regretting wearing those pants. That is for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're cold off the start, but by that first turn, you're ready. You're ready to declothe. So I know he's burning up right now.
Yeah,
I
the
know
leader,
it.
he's got shorts. I
But
noticed that.
he's got time. He's got time. The only thing he can hope is that the guy in first place put out too much. That's the only thing he can hope right
Vinny
now.
looks like he already put out too much, to be honest with you.
I know Vin. He's got some left in the tank.
He
I
does.
know him.
I can't wait to talk to him about his endurance after
Yeah,
this.
we should really talk to him as he comes up this hill. Let's ask him a bunch of questions, like really pointless questions, just so he has to talk to us.
Hey, what do you want?
What do you
wanna
want to eat after?
Yeah, you want to get lunch after this?
Burritos.
What
Come on,
did
you're getting him, Ben.
What did he just say?
Did he say Pringles?
I
What did he
thought
say?
I thought he said Rita's.
Oh.
Did he say Rita's?
Or he said Amigos.
Did he say Safritas?
Safritas. He wants Safrita. We're going to Chipotle after. Yeah. Keep going, Ben.
I was in second.
Get pedaling! Get running!
Half the track. I can't.
Oh, you cut it? All right. Man, he's got some issues here. We'll figure it out, guys. What the heck
So,
is
all by
going
myself.
on here, Vin?
No one around. Just doing my thing.
Yeah.
Coming to that corner out of the pavement where you go up the little hill
Yep.
and then hit the other one. And I guess it's just try to take it wide, just rail and just.
That's where I fell.
Later
Wait, so
down.
you fell?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got briars on you.
Oh no!
Man.
I'll do it, Vin. I'll do it.
Oh,
Dude,
That's
you
crazy.
got attacked.
So.
You okay? You
Yeah.
all right?
No. Good.
oh, that's good.
I just laid down and I was like, all right. I saw enough of a gap for the guy for third, and I was like, all right, cool. Just get back on slow, easy pedals, and then I go to pedal, and this is all I had. I'm like,
So Matt, looking at it, what's
Bent
going
his
on?
derailleur. Yeah, he fell,
Oh,
he fell on
it's-
his derailleur. When you
Oh,
fall
it's
on your
really
derailleur,
far
it
in.
bends the hanger in, so his chain
Nobody was
popped
home.
over inside of the cassette,
Oh man.
and it would be very difficult to get that out
so
while you're
I
on
tried.
course.
What's interesting is I
Yeah.
thought I just popped the chain, go to
No.
put it back on, start pedaling, fells right.
Yeah, because
yeah, it was
this
pulling it off of it.
you could check out the alignment. So his derailleur won't be straight. It's going to be bent in.
It's actually touching my spokes right
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's because you
man.
fell on here. You bent your derailleur hanger in. So honestly, it's probably the most common thing to ever happen on a bike when you fall, when
Yeah.
people lay in their cars, and there's nothing you can do about it.
now. They told me I won a whole shot award, so that's cool.
did?
They're like,
That's
there's
sick.
a prize down for your registration. I'm like, sweet.
Really?
That's awesome. Sweet. That is
But
so cool.
I went across the finish line. They're like, oh, there's 770. Like, we've been waiting for you. No, I had a blast. It's
Yes, then I love
Yeah.
watching you out there. It was so cool seeing you. Every single turn we came around, I'm filming Vin. He's got a giant smile on his face pedaling. It was so cool to see.
So I know it's not BMX, but we just love bikes in general, and I'm so happy for these guys that they were able to do this race, especially December here in Pennsylvania. Like, if these guys are in t-shirt right now and shorts, like, amazing day. And Congrats on Vin for getting the whole shot award in his first race.
Pumped.
Congrats on Matty for crashing and somehow getting 4th place.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.